fees imposed by the government. It seems to me that Section 1 is designed for cost transparency, which is what it's been portrayed and proposed as. Through you to the good Vice Chair, why is it not important that we tell consumers what the government is charging them for fees? Do this with public benefits. I could do this with a multitude of fees that get imposed on consumers in this state. As a matter of fact, this legislature, in the short 5 years I've been here, has gotten almost masterful at finding ways to put fees in different places to be able to spend money, tell people yes without affecting the budget. It frustrates me as an American citizen that we're gonna sit here and say, well, private businesses who provide services and products to the people of the state of Connecticut, we're gonna make you operate under this set of rules. But the government, you know, they don't have to operate under those set of rules. It's not so important that people know what's going on, you know. As a matter of fact, we had my good friend from the 99th just earlier this week proposed an amendment on a bill to be transparent, and it failed. You know, this notion that government wants to hide what it's doing, but the private businesses need to be awful transparent, open everything up to what's going on, is actually the opposite of a government of the people by the people. You know, I remember when we got a puppy years ago. She's not a puppy anymore. And my sons said, Dad, I want a dog. It's only $500. Oh, sure. Yeah, that's what you pay the breeder to welcome the puppy. But then the dog needs shots, vet bills. She has to go to the kennel or when we're away. She eats a lot. She needs water. She needs leashes and toys. And that's before she ruined anything in the house, which costs us money. My son's about to turn 16 here in a few weeks. Dad, I'm gonna buy a car. I saved up money to buy a car. That's right, buddy, you did. That's a great job. But when you buy a car, you had to pay registration fees, including the Passport Parks fee, by the way. You have to pay insurance out the nose, by the way, for my 16-year-old son. And you know, you have to pay for maintenance, gas, a lot of things. And you can see his eyes open like, oh, geez. But I'm his dad, right? That's my job. To show my son what the true cost of ownership of these things is. And I don't need, nor do anybody else in my district, need daddy government. You know, all these things come at a cost. And we sit here and we heard a very impassioned speech earlier this week from one of our colleagues about how saddened he is often when somebody says, hey, I'm trying to find housing, I just can't afford it. We talk about affordability in this state all the time. Maybe we should stop making it more expensive to live here.